This is DGP.
I wanna get fucked up. Off of the loudest, you got it, then we get it poppin'. I'm sippin', I'm trippin', and everyone know it, there just ain't no stopping. I got it, you want it, just hit me with money and I give you product. I'm ballin', you hatin', I love it, so I'ma just keep like chronic. Give me that dro, roll another one, then pass me some more. Everybody finna get high off the floor, forget how rapper you already know. White boy blowing that white girl, smoking that white kush when I turn up in this thing. VIP with some big booty bitches and the whole thing, keep on the brother and everything. I got a dime piece with a fat timepiece, now I know you wish that you had it. I got a full bottle poured on any model that'll let me just cause I had it. I got a lot of haters and they gon' talk, but what good is talk if you can't walk? I wanna get fucked up, codeine in my cup. Got a bag of strong, man, I'm finna burn it up. I wanna get fucked up, bottle sparkling up. Got these bitches poppin', man, finna turn it up. I wanna get fucked up, codeine in my cup. Got a bag of strong, man, I'm finna burn it up. I wanna get fucked up, bottle sparkling up. Got these bitches poppin', man, I'm finna turn it up. I wanna get
rolling
fucked
up
up.
them papers, smoking on them papers, hitting no chaser, middle finger to the haters. To the haters, fingers to the haters. I ain't got no neighbors, nigga, don't do me no favor. Getting it, no days off, working hard till it pay off. Jump ball, no face off. Wish nigga was to say something or do me something, try to do me something. Blacking on beat, tell niggas front. Dick riding homers ain't about nothing. Dick riding homers out here smart. Work hard, play harder, go harder, way smarter. Modern day, rap hood off up, make it off. I bet the buster, rock bro, get it for the low. Son of a high over, head below. You ain't smelling shit, that's BHO. You ain't selling shit like you,
I
bro.
wanna get fucked up, codeine in my cup. Got a bag of strong, man, I'm finna burn it up. I wanna get fucked up, bottle sparkling up.
In a world full of mundane podcasts, one show rises from the ashes. Critics are calling it outrageous. Podcasts, as we know it, will never be the same again.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Welcome to the show.
Tonight, prepare for an epic journey where every step could be your last. The destination, a place where no maps can show. The mission, to rise above the rest. The danger, unimaginable. The reward, a shit ton of weed and laughs. It's going to blow your mind. This is To Be Bloods. So sit back, turn up the volume, grab your weed, get ready to light those bloods.
Oh, I forgot to hit the fucking button to turn the screen on. That's right. We're in rare form tonight. We are in rare fucking form tonight. Which may be a good thing or a bad thing, depending how this goes. But you are tuned into the highest podcast around. It is 2B Blood, brought to you by 2B Blood Productions and the Haze Radio Network. Tonight, we are powered by Happy Reefer in the North Fire. The North Fire, which I got some Wagyu, which is a GMO cross. There's some stinky shit rolled up in my fucking bam. In my bam. Like Admiral Bam. Motherfucking bam. King Pop. What's up, KGZ on IGZ? Tonight, main event, we got special guest Bobby Nuggz, 5-time award winner, activist, event planner, author, journalist. Bam! Live in the fucking house. Live on the show tonight. He was supposed to be in studio, but it's okay. I gave him a pass. He's working on the Greenskeeper Cup, which is another one of his events. Plus, it's another state over. So, you know, I feel it, but it's all good. He's still going to be here live tonight. So, we're going to get smoked out. We got to talk about Expo Canada going down this weekend. We got to fucking talk about all kinds of shit. And then we got Bobby Nuggz live, highest podcast around, 2B Blood. It is going to be a good show. Can. We're making waves right now. Yo. This dude right here making waves on the IGZ. I don't know why I call it that twice now tonight in this show. But twice in IG. But he's been killing it. He's got a lot of people trying out his cool product. The dude's got, I gotta explain this to y'all. He's got like this dish. It's like a little round dish that you might get some like cocoa butter in or some shit. And then it's got like separated into like little pods, and you could like germinate seeds and shit in there. It's fucking dope. Dope, yo. Dope. What up, Kenneth Clow? We gotta smoke some weed. Shout out to Bearded Wood, too. You see that line, the custom rolling tray, along with a couple other. We got the one-hitter packs. The one-hitter packs, y'all. Pop that bitch open. You got the little one-hitter. You're like, old school, you know? Pop your fucking weed in here. Pow, 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 pow. Smack the shit out of that sumbitch. Bam. All while holding the 2B Blood title. Facts, yo. Donna, right? That shit's fire, yo. Fire, Donna. The IG popping off, Roach Bud official, Mr. Vargas live. Canada Bliss Barbie in the house, what up? Another person I'd love to get on the show sometime. Canada Bliss Barbie. Give her a follow on the IG. And I see all the original homies on the YouTube. Canada, Jason, Adam Wall, Donna, Derek, Jason. I said Jason already. Let's fucking smoke some weed, yo. Come on. I need to do two things right now. And those two things involve the following. Number one, I need to, if I may, shut the fuck up! Because this some fucking bullshit. And let's smoke some motherfucking weed. This is a shot, bro. I got the old school raw Christmas lighter. I got the King Popfield with the Wagyu GMO cross, which, by the way, I should be able to tell you what the fuck this Wagyu is. Hold on a second. Let me just pull out my Happy Reefer conversation real quick and try to pull out like the latest menu. If my phone will load. Oh, of course, I got the squiggly fucking spinny line circle. Come on. Someone Google that shit. All right, fuck it. While that goes, grab your weed, grab your concentrates, grab your edibles, whatever you do to get to that next level. And let's get ready to smoke it if you got it. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, wait. Ooh. That is fucking dank. Oh my God, yo. Shout out to the North Fire for growing this ridiculous shit. And shout out to Happy Reefer for getting it into my hands. I don't think I'm ever going to get the answer, though. Unfortunately. That's okay, though. It's a GMO cross and it's fire. Old school cool. French inhale? I wonder if I can still do that. Let's see. A little bit. A little bit. I still fucking got it, yo. Holy shit. What a lady dick. Hey. Canada Bush Barbie, I see you in IG chat. I want to send you a message, y'all. If I don't, because I forget, because I got too high during the show, hit me up. DM me. We'll book it. We're going to book that shit. Yeah, let me know in the chat. Tell me what you're smoking on. I want to know what everybody's got lined up right now for the night. Either pop it in the chat or call in 860-384-7110. 860-384-7110 and let me know what the fuck you smoking on. This a fire, yo. Fire. So anyways, this weekend, Live Mohegan Sun, we got Expo Canada, yo. We got Expo Canada Live. Mohegan Sun. That's Mohegan Sun. That's Uncasville, Connecticut. This weekend. Saturday and Sunday. And they got an X Cup going on. We had our Wes up in here talking all about the event. My man Troy, the official 2B Blunt media photographer. Now check this out though. Watch this, yo. Look at this fancy fucking shit. Ready? You can't see my eyes because when I'm high, they closed. But they closed, yo. Look at this shit. Ready? Look at this. Who's not gonna see this and be like, yo, this motherfucker a professional. Come on. You want to work with us? Let me know. I got these shits made up, yo. We got these new fresh fucking business cards I'm gonna show up because I'm excited because I got no one else to share this with right now. So I got these new fresh business cards, yo. They got the fucking logo on the back. On the front, little scan me QR code with a picture of me up in the corner. Right over here. Smoking, getting high. Get high, baby. Like we're doing right now. Get high. So me and the whole team, we're gonna be out on the floor. We're gonna be doing interviews and shit with all kinds of people up in the house, all the vendors. It's gonna be fucking dope, yo. It's going to be a dope time. We got the official Connecticut after party going down after the event. What I'm really happy about is that the event's at the casino, because you know what that means? One of two things. One, I'm going to eat good as fuck. All right, I'm going to tell you right now. That fucking Mohegan Sun, they got the Frank Pepe's Pizzeria, yo. They got the Bobby Flay fucking burgers. They fucking got, I don't know, this one's got the Guy Fieri or the Hell's Kitchen or one of those fucking things, yo. I mean, either way, I'm going to get stoned as fuck and I'm going to eat good as fuck. Two things are happening this weekend at this event, aside from making contacts and hanging out with some cool people, yo. But that's obvious. That's going down. You know what I mean? Like, that's like, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Dashy Adam, you are in the X Cup contest. We still don't. Maybe you'll win. If you do win, I want to be preached. I want to be praised in your acceptance speech as the one person that believed in you, that gave you the chance of a lifetime. I'm only kidding, yo. But you already know. Am I doing any kid Boston? Funny you ask. Just got approved for my press pass for that jump this past week. So, you know what that means. I'm going to be in Boston for A-Can, for Knee-Can, whatever, any Knee-Can, whatever, next month. So, I'm going to meet up with my man Bobby Nuggz. I got my man Madman Plant. We're going to meet up there. Can't cut up in this bitch. You got a raw, Derek, the raw rep, yo. Let me get some fucking merch, bro. Hook me up with some shit. I did win that contest, but still, this is what I got to show. They might be true, and a lot of these events now are picky. You know why? They want to see people who have actual media credentials and work for actual media companies. But the thing is that I do. I'm affiliated with two media companies, between PodCon X and Haze Radio. So it's honestly not that bad getting in. As long as I can find someone to read an email of mine or a message, shit, I'm good to go. You know, we got that. We got approved for the 420 Expo in Jersey in September. Knee-Can Hartford, October. MJ BizCon, November, December. I'm just trying to line up Turf Basel in Miami for the end of the year. Well, I'm just trying to hit it all. Well, shit. And the phone line rings. To be blunt, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
What it be? It's your boy Begging with Blakelton, calling from up in the north side of Florida, man. What's going on?
The north end of Florida. I know Florida had a north end. Is that the Panhandle?
Yeah, brother. You know it, on the west side there, as they call it, L.A., lower Alabama side on the coast, on the water.
Lower Alabama side?
No, yeah, they call it the Alabama side, but anyway, it's on the coast right here in Florida.
Yeah, but you're in Florida. You got y'all still fucking, y'all ain't legal, right?
Yeah, it's all legal in Florida, like it would be in regular rest of Florida. You know what I mean? But municipalities do have their own different rule sets in different areas, as we've seen in other parts of Florida. You know.
Yep. I hear you, but still, you know, what are you doing for weed right now? Where you get your shit from? You got a homie? You got a plug?
A little bit of Hope Farms, edible, and RSO. Just have me some of that. And right now I'm about to get down a little bit of flour. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Have me smoke.
Yeah.
One step at a time, up and away. You know what I mean?
That's it. Blast off.
You know it, sir. All right, I won't keep y'all up all the way. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for letting me pop on, man.
Of course, yo. Anytime. Call it anytime.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Peace. Yes, sir. Florida in the house. Yeah, you're right. Harvest Cup November. Forgot Harvest Cup too. I'm hitting all of them. That's my lineup for the year. You know, I want to do champs next year, February. American Auto Flower Cup. I want to hit that some bitch because that look cool as hell. I got a phone call just the other day. My buddy Mark Kazanik from, he used to work for High Times. We had him on the show a couple years ago when they were talking about playing in one of the big after parties that I ended up going to when I was at BizCon for High Times. No longer works with them, but wants to put on events now on the East Coast. So I'm working with this son bitch. We got to do some shit. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. Just making moves, yo. I'm making it rain here. I ain't got no money, but why not put the blood on again? I told you I'm in rare form tonight. I wasn't kidding. Yeah, Donna, you remember? You were probably there, but that bitch for sure. For sure, Donna. And I ended up going to the after party too and everything. But yeah, he gave me the phone call last weekend. Couldn't believe it out of nowhere. So I'll be working. Listen, I'm trying to do some shit. I'm trying to put some work in. I'm trying to make some moves. I'm trying to take it to the next level. From the studio to the streets, baby. That's it. From the studio to the fucking streets. And that's what I'm aiming for. So you already know. Fuck yeah, you were. Donnie, you always at the you everywhere. Let's put it that way. You are 100% on top of everything. So to be blunt, we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, Bobby Nuggz. Don't go nowhere. You ain't gonna want to miss this interview. It's the highest podcast around. It is To Be Blunt.
Once upon a time I smoked some bud that was ugly. Came from a bitch whose plug don't really fuck with me. I said my weed bomb Nuggz tight, zip lock the shack's height. Haters better act right. I've been high since last night. Smoking Nuggz with good. I look like a red light. Broke bitches don't deserve no loud. I know that's right. Big bag busting out the dinky Toyota man to get high. Rappers backing all these bitches fuck. It's big bags busting out the dinky Toyota man. It's Louis bags, PG backing all you bitches fuck. Roll it up if it's bud. Then the bud better be loud. Roll it up. If it's bud, then the bud better be loud. Roll it up. If it's bud, roll it up. Roll it up. If it's bud, then the bud better be loud. I can make the banger hot. I can make your body rock. Haters say they fucking with me. Chances are they probably not. If I had a butt, you probably lick it like a lollipop. I can have you slobbing on it, hit you with karate chop. I'm forever puffing shit, pulling up and busting shit. Gotta make a statement how I'm rolling up the fattest shit. Bitches out here playing, gotta make them understand. Ain't no money in my hand, you ain't getting none of these grams. I said my weed bomb Nuggz tight, zip lock the shack's height. Haters better act right. I've been high since last night. Smoking Nuggz with good. I look like a red light. Broke bitches don't deserve no loud. I know that's right. Big bag busting out the dinky Toyota man to get high. Rappers backing all these bitches fuck. It's big bags busting out the dinky Toyota man. It's Louis bags, PG backing all you bitches fuck. Roll it up. If it's bud, then the bud better be loud. Roll it up. If it's bud, then the bud better be loud. Roll it up. If it's bud, roll it up. Roll it up. If it's bud, then the bud better be loud. Smokers ain't fucking with me now, and I can see why. You say you got the strong, well I'm saying that's a big lie. You want the best shit till I bring it to your doorstep. Now you choking on it, trying to blame it on you got strapped. Oh, you's a lie, you will never be the same. Please smoking out with PG, you gon' surely feel the pain. Now you slumped up on the couch, said I'm glad that you came. Next time you want the fire, told you rise, said my name. Big bag busting out the dinky Toyota man to get high. Rappers backing all these bitches fuck. It's big bags busting out the dinky Toyota man. It's Louis bags, PG backing all you bitches fuck. Roll it up. If it's bud, then the bud better be loud. Roll it up. If it's bud, then the bud better be loud. Roll it up. If it's bud, roll it up. Roll it up. If it's bud, then the bud better be loud.
If you ain't taking fat dabs right now, what the fuck is you doing? It's To Be Blunt.
One beat maker, the hit maker, the hit
Yeah,
maker.
To Be Blunt, we are back. Uh, 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 uh. Are y'all ready? Now that I got this bitch part back up. Hell yeah, Kogo. Smoke it if you got it. It's about to go down. I am excited because we have a very special guest this evening. And if you don't know, you finna find out. All right? My man, 5-time award-winning activist, journalist, author, concentrate connoisseur, event planner, with his hands in events such as Interpretation, Hexpo, the Greenkeepers Cup, and more. He has been leaving his mark up and down the East Coast. And now he's live right here on the screen. Bobby fucking Nuggz. What's up, brother?
What's up, fam? How you living tonight?
I'm fucking lit right now.
Hell yeah, brother. I love that beginning part and intro was fantastic. Super dope original music too. And whoever that hip hop artist was in the beginning, shout out. I definitely got to link up. That was dope.
That's me. Everything you hear on this show is me.
You are an amazing hip hop artist.
Oh, thank you.
I listened to a couple of your songs online earlier, but that one sounded different. That was fire.
Yeah, I got all kinds of shit on there. For sure. Yeah, everything I play on the show is all me because copyright reasons. I can't really play other artists. So conveniently for me, I get to plug myself every time. So yeah, that's everything you've heard on the show for as far as music goes has been all my shit.
Multi-talented, brother. I like that. And I really appreciate you tonight giving me the opportunity to be on the show and share my story. And to be honest, for the last year, I've been seeing you come up, do your thing. And since the first moment I saw To Be Blunt, I was like, damn, I got to get on that podcast. So, it's an honor for you to think of me. And I'm super amped up and hyped to, just talk terps with you tonight and get to know you a little bit more as well, my friend.
Oh, yeah. Listen, man, I mean, you have been on my list for a minute. And I put out that special guest wish list. I knew that I wanted people for this year. I wanted to my goal for 2024 was to make sure that every episode I do live, which is 52 in a year pretty much, I wanted to have a guest I had never been on, or at least hasn't been on in a year plus. You know what I mean? So everything that we're getting this year is fresh. It's new. It's brand new. You have been on that list for a minute, though, bro. I mean, literally, when it comes to the scene out here on the East Coast, especially in New England, you were legendary.
Respect. That means a lot coming from you, man. And I know you put in your work over the years behind the scenes, and really awesome to see, people getting the spotlight that they deserve. Because I see you're fucking hungry, man. And that's where I started, and I've been at this game, about 20 years now. But for September, for me, will be 15 years. Actually working in cannabis.
Holy shit.
I started, back in like 2009, right after Rhode Island went medical. We were about medical for about 2 years. We went medical in 2006. And at that time in 2009, I was really at a dark place in my life. And I had lost, a handful of friends and just was at a point where I was trying to find myself and discover how can I challenge myself and become a better person and do what I love to do. And I made a Facebook in 2009. Everybody was like, make Facebook. I was like,
yep.
Let me get on Facebook. And I happened to friend request a couple people from California. And then the domino effect happened. And I found out about Jack Herrera. I found out about Dennis Perron, Prop 215. And I really educated myself about the actual cannabis culture that was taking place at the time. And
right.
Little did I know, here at home in New England, it was just as strong. A little bit more behind the scenes, but it was at a major turning point where, there really wasn't anybody in my age group, trying to put their face and their name out there and risk their freedom. A lot of my friends and their parents and shit thought I was out of my mind. until, bro, and
I
then
get it.
slowly people started messaging me, well, how can I get my medical card? How can I do this? How can I do that? And,
Oh,
for me, it became, like a lifestyle. And, come around 2011, I started working for this magazine at home, but I was already working for like 3 different magazines throughout the nation at that time. That's how I really got my foot in the door, was writing about weed. And,
right. So you were
you
working
know,
with Leaf magazine and shit.
yeah, Leaf was one of the newer ones. Relief actually was one of the ones I worked for 5 years.
Really, that was it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were out of Rhode Island. Before that, was Far Out magazine, like festival culture mags. I was going to festivals and coming home and writing about my experiences and really immerse myself in the culture of the festivals, the music, the Grateful Dead, acid, everything. Took a little piece from everything, and it made me who I am, and as part of my story and part of my strength in the community. I don't know, I would have anything, first of all, if it wasn't for the cannabis community. And I don't take that shit for granted. I'm super blessed to be here and doing my thing.
I mean, it's an incredible story too. I mean, like you said, you've been doing this way before anyone even thought to do it. That's like that. That's why you're like a pioneer when it comes to New England. Like, oh, you man, when it first started coming around a little bit, like nobody wanted to really dig deep
No.
into the
But
legal.
I had already built that entire network before I even decided to make that jump into actually, like, all right, well, I see the value here. For me, it wasn't about fame or money or any of that shit. I saw the need to help patients and maybe make an impact on the cannabis culture and end the stigma around cannabis use overall. But little did I know that the timing that I had, was everything. And at that time, it opened so many doors for me. It's crazy. And I ended up networking in the New England cannabis community. Went to my first Boston Freedom Rally in 2011. And just, ever since then, it's been an everyday grind. This is my life. And now I get to travel the world. I've been to Barcelona. I've been to Hawaii, obviously California, Colorado, Las Vegas. I just went to Turp Basel. Shout out my homies who are actually going to be coming up from Miami and doing their own after party for any can. PZ, so you got to come out to that shit. I'll make sure that you're hooked up with passes.
Yeah,
Come meet the homies because they're doing some big things down there. And, we're
dude,
just
that's
trying to
wild that
take
you
what
said
we
Turp
do
Basel
worldwide.
because that's literally what I was just talking about.
Yeah,
Literally just talking about that on the show. Like, that's one of my goals for this year. I want to go to
I
Turp
was
Basel.
there this year. I had a really great time, and my first experience in Miami was next level. People say I think people you maybe use that term next level loosely nowadays, and I was absolutely mind blown. Miami for events is just so far ahead, light years ahead of us. And when that guy from Florida called in, I saw someone comment, Florida is not rec yet.
Nope.
Miami, they're only decrim actually 20 grams of flour. But you can totally still get in serious trouble for having concentrates on you or exceeding that ounce 20-gram mark, depending on the cop, if they want to be a dick, that's how that goes down there. But once Florida goes rec, I mean, I think that's going to be the new tipping point for the United States. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, dude, you gotta give me the hookup on that. I gotta know who I gotta talk to about getting a Turp Basel because
hell yeah, man.
on the
Props to
fucking
those
list.
guys.
Well, it's such a dope event.
It was honestly we came in. There was so much happening during the week of Art Basel. I've been wanting
Right,
to go to Art Basel for the last like 10 years. We
right.
probably hit like maybe a dozen art gallery showings. We kept popping in and out of Turp Basel because it was a 4-day show, and we went to like three of the days. And we got to meet, and I just got to see so many old friends that I truly adore, and it felt very refreshing to see like the old community. Everybody's like been through it the last 5 or 6 years and coming back strong. Like I respect that, and I'm just here to enjoy this ride and see everybody succeed. It's super fun to watch.
It is. It is. I think it's crazy. If I like looking back at people who have been doing this, kind of like when I started and shit, and like seeing where everybody is like now today, it's fucking wild, wild. And some people get eaten alive up in this fucking industry. It's not easy.
No,
Everyone's
it's
like, oh,
not.
I'm just working cannabis. No, motherfucker, it's not like you just hop in and start working as a bud tender somewhere and you're
Yeah,
set. That's not it.
facts. But there's so many levels and avenues to this too, and I've always kept it culture first. That's been first and foremost where I came from and how I got my start was the cannabis culture. and the subculture, the people, the events, the weed, the hash. So that's where I always kept like my love through sessions, black market events, have gone into more legitimate, different style events. But I'm always here for like the legacy market and trying to help different brands succeed, giving them a platform. We work in the industry now. We say, I came from a time period where we were really scared of legalization. That's not something that I ever wanted. I was
Right.
always honestly for decrim and medical, right? And we were always worried about major cannabis corporations coming in and taking control, trying to turn cannabis into big tobacco, which
Look at what's
we've
happening.
seen. Yeah, we've seen happen, and it's an interesting time we're in right now, man. And I'm just really here to make my mark and continue to educate and just give people the time of day because I'm an opportunity share. I love putting people on. If I got something cool going on, I encourage people to come try to be a part of it. If I can provide an opportunity for said person, that's my duty to the community.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. You're
Respect.
giving back pretty much to something that's giving something to you.
Exactly.
A lot of people use cannabis, and that's like their second chance at life and shit. When you
Man,
go,
there's so many brands that have donated to my gift bags for years and years, and like people made me in so many different ways.
yeah,
I'm not out here ever trying to take claim to. I'm out here being self-made. No, the community made me who I am. I'm really looking forward to the days ahead, and you know, just seeing things change. Like I can't believe it's been 10 years since 2014. Like that hit me today because I seen like some old posts of like kind of the Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Connecticut heyday cannabis community. But even Harvest Cup and Eddie Can, they're going on 8, 9, 10 years now.
I know, and then people don't even know. Like if you're not from the area and you're watching, it's like Rhode Island was one of the first ones.
I think Rhode Island was one of the first 10 medical states in the United States, and
Yeah,
I was actually one of the first, I think, 10,000 patients in Rhode Island. I got my card just at the end of
fuck
2010,
yeah,
going in 2011, and before that, I had used my real name to write about cannabis. I was going under the pen name Robert DiVincenzo, and
right.
I was in publications all over the country. But my homie I met, he like a little bit older than me, amazing grower, amazing chef, just like this incredible human being. And like I never had a dad. My dad died. So I had like some older brothers that kind of looked out for me, you feel me?
Yep.
And he was one of those people, right? He's like, one day he's like, yeah, I'm going to call you Bobby Nuggz. And I looked
What a
at him,
great fucking name, though.
I was like, yeah, dude. Because I always looked up to Danny Danko and like, the whole
Right.
everybody before me thing. And I was like, all right, let's roll with this. So the next day I changed my name on Facebook to
When you think
Bobby
about it,
Nuggz.
everybody's got like a gimmick, of some kind.
Exactly. And I didn't realize at the time, like, uh, the opportunities and the doors that would open for me. But man, the stories, probably no one would believe me if I told them.
Well, I want to hear some stories. Hook it
Yeah,
up.
man. Like, one time I brought a couple pounds through the Cottonmouth Kings, and it was right when the band was about to kind of break up and part ways. And
Okay.
Johnny Richter was like my favorite out of the other group, and I like D-Look and shit too. But Richter was like, he was being a wicked bitch that night, and just kind of like attitude and wasn't really giving the fans the time of day. And I tried blessing him up with some weed after the show, and he took it, and then he just ditched everybody. I was like, all right, like, whatever. And then I went in the green room with D-Loc and all the other guys, and he smoked them out heavy. But I was like, damn, well, why ain't Richter chilling? I didn't know it was like that. Those guys had major beef, and they kind of had like some words
Yeah.
backstage together, and I got to see that one night, and kind of got to see like, man, just the endless stories. And I've traveled the world going to all these events, and one time at Chalice 2015, Action Bronson was about to go on stage with Big Body Bez, and Weavers had rolled this guitar joint that was like 5 or 6 pounds. I guess it was like a $30,000 or $40,000 joint. And Action brought it up on stage and was about to light it with Body, but I watched him break it in half on accident. And he looked at the crowd and he just threw out this unsmoked like 5 pounds, bro. The broken
What?
broken guitar joint, full size, life size, to the crowd. Everybody started raging over it. People started fighting backstage. It was insane. It was funny. So yeah, man, I've been around like just a lot of fun shit. And I'm like
Damn, yo.
reminiscing, you know what I mean? And I'm
Hell yeah.
excited for this year. We got some big events coming up, and there's always calamity at all these shows. And
Yeah. Yeah.
know.
Let's talk about some of the events going. I know the first one you got coming up real soon. You got the roll up. You're a judge
Yeah,
for that.
man.
I've seen that.
So we're High End Events Company is my wife and I's event management company. Where creative concept event specialists. We come up with unique event concepts for different businesses, and provide different brand activations and opportunities. And we've partnered with For Life Entertainment and Technologies, who is a leading entertainment production company in the United States, doing events from Miami to Queens, down to LA and Hollywood and Vegas and back. So we're partnering with them to produce the roll up April 13th at the Worcester Palladium with Bone Thugs and Harmony, Lil Easy E, Craze, DJ Craze. We got some local hip hop acts, and that's also in conjunction with the Greenskeeper Cup. Greenskeeper Cup is basically a research and marketing opportunity for legal cannabis businesses to enter their product, have it judged by the public, and receive data of what people really thought and where they rated their product, and with all the rest. So that's the concept we're working on right now. We're actually about to hit 30 plus competitors for that competition.
Holy
And,
shit.
judges kits will be able to be purchased by a 21 plus adult from 3 different dispensaries in Massachusetts: Resonate in Worcester, Amp in Fitchburg, and Turning Leaf in Northampton. We got 5 different categories that everybody can choose from. And this competition, right, it's not blind, so everybody can enter their actual packaged products, which we feel adds to the integrity of the competition in a way where now people can actually judge like the true product itself instead of it
Right.
being repackaged and hidden. You know what I mean? And with that comes business ethics. How well do you support your community, and how active are you in your community? How good is your product, and how much pride do you actually take in the entire process, A through Z? Like there's all different types of variables now that's happening. So I'm excited for that, man.
I always thought it was weird that when they do like these cups, like a lot of it is the whole blind thing.
Yeah,
Because I would think that like if it was me and it was my shit, I would want the people judging it to know
facts.
that it's my shit. Like
So
I
hear
want
me out. Hear me out. Right?
fuck.
There's a reason that is that way and has been that way. A little background on me. I threw one of the first cannabis cups ever on the East Coast. It was called the Secret Cup. That happened about 2014.
Remember the
Since then, I've probably judged upwards of 50 cannabis cups, and I've thrown almost 20 of them.
shit.
And now we have a lot of different experiences and have rolled the dice a ton of different ways with these concepts and figure out how they work. The model of a blind cannabis cup works the best if the competitors are the judges. That way, there's full transparency and you don't know who samples or who.
Right.
Because if you're a competitor and you're a judge, you can sway the competition a lot easier as if you were just an interested consumer who wants to go and try out all these products and give a fair rating of what they think about them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why they would do the blind competition. It stuck across the board. So mostly all the cups do it blind. But for our
But it's not always the
competition,
competitors judging those things, though.
no, it's not. It's usually now, majority of the time, a private chosen judges platform of
Right.
maybe two dozen people or so. You know what I mean? Which is all great. We've nominated 20 local judges that really deserve like the recognition and have done some major things over the last couple years. You know what I mean?
Yup.
But that's where that kind of came from. And I've judged a lot of blind competitions, and I also very much respect that structure. But for our cup, we're doing something a little different.
But I like that. I can appreciate that. Because to me, I feel like the growers should get the recognition.
I
You know what
agree.
I mean?
Branding in the Massachusetts market, branding's everything.
It's hard enough right now trying to make it with these fucking corporations coming in and taking over the states and all the dispensaries. So the least we can do is give these local craft growers fucking a room to shine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. And one more thing we did, we wanted to make our awards different for the Greenskeeper Cup. So we actually got 2 dispensaries to make order commitments. So for our winners of our cup, they're going to get a minimum order of $2,000 per per winning entry they'll get as an order, of their business to be put on the shelves at a dispensary.
Oh,
So,
wow.
the name of the game is getting your product in as many stores as you can physically get it in, and for a lot of these brands, it's hard. Some of them are in 5, while others are in 200 plus stores. You know what I mean? So having a dispensary make an order, can make or break a brand for that month or that quarter. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. That's an opportunity they did not have before. And if that shit sells good, then what happens when they're going to come back and want to order more? And then,
Oh
now
yeah,
you got steady income coming in.
hell yeah, exactly. So we're always trying to provide and make sure that we add value, and we really are here for the craft market and legacy market and the rec market and medical market. I'm very involved in the Rhode Island scene, and Rhode Island's market is incredible. It's basically all craft cultivators. There is no MSO. There's really no large scale grow. They're all micro sized, no bigger than 10, 20,000 at most feet. And
Why do you
they're all
think that, not to cut you off, I'm sorry, but why do you
no,
think that I have ADHD? If I don't say something now, I'm going to forget it. And I'm stoned. So I apologize.
no worries.
Now that I went through that rant, I'm going to forget my original question. See, this is going to be the problem. What I was trying to say is, why do you think that the rest of the states, because Rhode Island was definitely the first in New England to take that turn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, in the cannabis. Why do you think that no one based their models off you? You always hear like Connecticut when we were trying to go legal. We're gonna base off New York. What the
Yep.
fuck do we base off New York?
I know.
You know what I mean?
Honestly, like medical set Rhode Island up, and there were a lot of, one of my closest friends, and my crew got wrapped up in one of the high intensity drug task force raids in Rhode Island, and one of my best friends, he ended up getting like charged for like 100 pounds, and it was wet weight. They took the root balls, the dirt from the pots. I wasn't in the grow that day, but I had a few of my closest friends that I got jobs, guns in their faces. You know what I mean? But there were certain people after all those raids. Really, it came from people were making BHO in Rhode Island, and there were a couple fatalities, and a couple people really hurt themselves. So the DEA was like, all right, well, we got to step in here. So they formed the High Intensity Drug Task Force Agency, and they raided 5 growers in the state, and it caused a major ripple effect for a couple of years. But after that, the ones who stood their grounds and had the warehouses were able to apply for Class A cultivation license, which if you have a 3,000 square foot grow, you
Yeah.
could apply for a license in Rhode Island and establish your brand, which I know a lot of the guys in Rhode Island are proud to say it, but they all came from the legacy market. I'd say, I can name fucking 6 to 10 of them off the top of my head that all were patients and all, really were there, giving money to lobbyists, and were before the plant tags were really, suffering those wet weight laws and rode the wave, man. And, it's paying off now, because there's 56 cultivators in RI. But there's like a
Ooh,
dozen
wow.
and a half that are really shining and are extremely good. And I would smoke their product any day of the week.
That's crazy. Your state is half the size of Connecticut, less. You have 56. We have 4.
56 cultivators, but that is for 7 dispensaries.
We have more than 7 dispensaries, and we still only have 4. There's a shortage
Yeah, that
right
blows
now.
my mind. Somewhere, Connecticut's always been like this, like slug, this kind of slug, man. And God bless Cindy Harvest Honey Day and some of like the OG like cannabis, hardcore OG cannabis, Connecticut cannabis activists who got you guys to even the point you're at. And I know that Connecticut's been struggling majorly with events and repercussions of certain structures of events and style of events. And
Yep.
I know everybody's heart is kind of in the right place with things, but certain decisions aren't always the best decision. But I think Connecticut, people need to pay attention closely to what's happening right now in Connecticut, because it could be the worst thing that could happen nationwide, I feel.
Yeah. 100%. Let me ask you this though. So you obviously being an event planner, like what recommendations, maybe not recommendations, but like if you had one word of advice for people throwing events in Connecticut, what would it be?
If you're planning to throw an event in Connecticut, I would just go back to the OG underground days where you had to be in the know about the venue. We used to not release the venue location till 28 to 48 hours before the event. You would have to be vetted through some sort of meticulous vetting process and have recommendations from people. I would also say trust your venue. Make sure that they're gonna stand with you if anything goes down and not throw you under the bus. It all comes down to the marketing and promotion. And you know, I've literally been in raids at warehouses, and I've been thrown against the building by like the National fucking
Damn,
Guard.
bro.
Yeah, man. Not even my events. Feel me? Just I've been out there supporting other people's events. It's something that I do. There's people out there, may not like me. They don't do that. They don't do that shit. They're not
Right.
out there, supporting others and seeing what's out there and going to other sessions and events and seeing really what cannabis consumption events are like in Massachusetts. Yeah, stay under the radar, I think, is important in Connecticut right now. And if you're gonna do it, stick to a tight knit marketing and promotion network. Maybe start an email list or some sort of deletable, app or something like that. That's what I would recommend, because Connecticut's under, kind of a dire time right now. And the fact that they've made gifting illegal, I think, is the basis of cannabis consumption events across the country.
100%.
Not only for the black market, PZ, but now all these cultivators and dispensaries in Massachusetts have allocated budgets about $100,000 a year or more to throw their own events. At their own events, they give away their products to other buyers or other consumers that can go to the events. So if from Massachusetts were to make gifting cannabis illegal to another adult, that would eliminate one of the only marketing opportunities that these growers even have.
Yep. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad that this even gotten to this point.
It
You know
is.
what I mean?
You know?
This whole
Hopefully,
gifting thing is ridiculous.
it is. Hopefully, Connecticut can. I always say it's going to take 10 to 15 years for us to reverse this absolute meshed laws, different from state to state. For it to get streamlined, we're going to have to reschedule. That's another
Nationally.
topic for, and there's major, division lines and really what people want to see it descheduled or rescheduled. You know what I mean? So we're in
I don't
for.
even think there's that much of a struggle with that one. I feel like most people would rather see it descheduled. I mean, look at it. We know even the prison system is a fucking joke. I mean, how many people in there are just from like stupid, silly cannabis, like getting caught with a joint or a fucking eighth? You're doing fucking 10 years on that shit.
There are pros and cons, I feel, with both the deschedule and the reschedule. But it seems like the reschedule would be more beneficial, across the board. And I feel the major thing that I hope focused on is releasing nonviolent cannabis prisoners. No matter the weight of cannabis that they were caught with.
100%. That's it. That's what I mean. I agree, and that would free up so much space. I feel like in the prison system, which is overloaded.
Not only that, it would give the quality for the prisoners who maybe are going to be doing life, or maybe have mental disorders or suffering mental issues, which a lot of them do. A little bit better of a quality of being an inmate, because there will be less inmates because of the cannabis offenses. Which, man, I wonder what the percentage actually is at jails of people who are actually locked up for weed. You know what I mean? It's got to be 15-20% of them.
Easy. I feel like it's got to be easy. 100%.
Maybe more. You know what I mean? And I got a lot of respect for Last Prisoner Project, and we also associate with Freedom Grow. Shout out my boy Randy Lanier. Randy is also Miami fam, Turp Basil fam. If you haven't had the chance yet, watch his documentary called Bad Sport. He was an Indy 500 NASCAR race car driver, and one of the biggest cannabis smugglers in the entire world, who did 27 years and just got out 3 years ago.
I'm ready to watch this tonight.
Yeah, you have to watch it tonight on Netflix. Randy Lanier. It's called Bad Sport. But Randy now is out, and he's working for Freedom Grow, and he's literally putting commissary on other people's books and paying lawyer fees to try to get other prisoners out. And his story is just one of thousands.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Everyone's got a crazy story, yo. Everyone's got dude, I'll tell you what. Speaking of stories, I'll never forget this one. I'm going to share this one with you because this is actually a funny story. I was doing a show out in Rhode Island. We had opened for, I can't remember the fucking artist it was too. This was, I don't know how many years ago. It wasn't too far back. But so we had just done a big show, performed, killed it, driving back to Connecticut from Rhode Island. I think we were in Providence or some shit. And got pulled over on the highway. By, I guess, I don't know if it was state police. I don't know what it was for Rhode Island. But we got pulled the fuck over. Now, these motherfuckers, like the car, I just had smoked. I mean, I knew, I was like, I'm fucked. I knew it. And I'm the only one in the car who I'm pretty sure had weed. You know, like, so I was like, you know what? Like, I got to take the fall for this. I can't fucking blame someone else. Like, we get pulled over, yo. And they had me get out of the car, but they smelled the weed and shit. And I told them it was mine. I was like, these guys got nothing to do with it and shit. And they had me fucking like ready to go. Like, they were going to take me away, yo. And these fuckers come back and they pull me back to the car, yo. And they hand me my weed that I had given them. You know, like, what the fuck? And they're like, dump it on the ground. It's fucking 2 a.m, bro. Dump it on the ground. I'm like, what the fuck you mean dump on the ground? I don't want to dump my weed on the ground. He's like, dump on the ground or you're going to go to jail. So this motherfucker had me dump the fucking shit on the ground. And they had me, this is full true story. They had me literally doing a dance on my weed, yo. Like they were like, grinding my weed into the ground, doing like a dance on the side of the road at 2 a.m. It's like scraping against the ground, 2-stepping up on that bitch, they fucking sea walking on that bitch. I was like,
bro, I was literally on offering something like 2 weeks ago, and I told him the story about me at like 2 a.m. and how a mass stadium made me eat a half ounce of Haze.
Wait, what?
Yeah, bro. So I was like 19. My homie was like 17, about to turn 18, and we had ecstasy pills on us, and it was like back in the day, like 2007, and we were on our way home from Six Flags, I think it was, and we ran out of gas or something on the highway.
Okay.
We had rolls on us, and we had like a bunch of weed, and of course, like 2 minutes later, cops rolled up right behind us, and he threw away the grinder. And he found the half ounce, then he cuffed us, and then he proceeded to find the ecstasy pills. And he stomped them out. He stomped out the ecstasy pills on the ground. And he's like, you guys are either going to eat this half ounce tonight or you're going to jail. So he uncuffed us both. And we proceeded to eat a half ounce of like some straight piff.
Oh, God.
My homie was like puking, dry heaving. I was just powering through it. I got a little bit of water from the back seat, and I powered through it.
Oh my God! It's like stuck in your
enough,
teeth.
Dude, they let us go. They actually called. No, they actually called one of the police. Another cop over brought us a gas can, and we got enough gas just to go to the gas station and get home. But that was one of the scariest, probably one of the scariest moments of like my life. You know what I mean?
Holy
that cop,
shit!
I think back to him sometimes. I'm like, that probably would have changed the direction of my life for sure. You know what I mean? If
hell yeah,
you know,
that's what I mean. Like I could have been like I was about to go to jail, yo.
Yeah, I've been lucky. You know, I'm Sicilian. My family's from Rhode Island, and
me too.
I was gonna ask, is your name Salvatore? Is that what it is? It is. Bastard, I love that name.
Oh yeah, my father came off the boat, bro.
Hell yeah, you know my grandfather came right to Ellis Island from Sicily, and we're Calabrese. But you know I've experienced a lot of crazy shit since I was a kid, and you know I have unsolved murder in my family, and
what the fuck? Unsolved murder? You can't just skip over that.
Yeah, brother. It's something that like nowadays, like I don't mind talking about it. It's crazy to see like, you know, all these OG mobsters coming out and starting podcasts, and like when they got 30 bodies on their head, and like growing up and like eating at the same dinner table as a lot of these people, and you know my stepfather being killed by one of them, and then it going unsolved is like now 33 years later. It's like, are they gonna call me one day because all these old dudes are trying to get out of jail right now and they're giving shit up? Literally, they just dug up a body outside of a new construction site in Providence maybe like 2 years ago that they tied back to some old stuff. So like one day I'm wondering if, you know, I'll get knock on the door and we'll get some answers. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm no joke. I've experienced like so many lives for a 35-year-old man, and it all made me who I am. And it's just so ironic that I get to work in weed for a living. You know what I mean?
Were your parents, being obviously old school, supportive of your cannabis ventures?
Yeah, I mean, so after that happened, I think I was like 4. My brother was like 6 months old. My mom went through a lot mentally, and it was
Okay.
traumatic. You know what I mean? And being a widow, and raising 2 boys, and then my stepfather was a serious biker, and lived a very similar lifestyle as my brother's dad did, and my dad was even a heroin addict and died. So I've had like some crazy
Holy
losses in my
shit.
life, real deep cutting like stuff. But I look back at it now, and I'll be always thankful to my mom for teaching me some street smarts and being accepting of me smoking cannabis in the house, because I had a lot of a pain, and I was in psychiatry since I was a little boy. Had severe PTSD since I was a little boy, and from like 10 to 19, it was accumulation of me going up, and I hit that point where I just went down. So at about 17 or 18, I was a full-blown drug addict, and at 20, I was stone cold sober, and I've been sober for about 14 or 15 years now.
Holy
So
shit. Congratulations.
thanks, man. It's
That's
just
amazing. It's an amazing fucking story, yo.
thanks, brother.
Do you think that maybe that whole situation, I mean, obviously it helped mold you, but like, do you feel like that whole thing with like your mother, your single mother, having to raise you guys and going through all that you went through, do you think that's why you're so into helping people today?
100%, man. And compassion first for me. And I look back at a lot of those days and a lot of the pain and loss I've suffered. And there's one thing I'm always grateful for the cannabis community, is I get to check all that baggage at the door and kind of like be really myself, you know?
Yep.
But 100%, man. It's definitely, my mom's a G. Mama Nuggz, shout out Mama Nuggz. She actually just got out of the hospital. She's not doing the best right now. So,
Oh, you said their best wishes here for that.
yeah,
But
man, I'm blessed. She would always, my house was a safe haven for smoking weed, and my stepdad was a schizophrenic and suffered a severe traumatic brain injury on a Harley. My brother also has his own mental problems, and my mom, she's been suffering through major PTSD for years and a lot of Xanax. So when I was able to get everybody their cards,
yeah,
it changed the dynamic of my family in such a beautiful kind of positive way.
that's
And
awesome.
cannabis gave us all like a medium to kind of be a family.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I could see how that would help too. I mean, definitely, especially when you're talking about like opiates and pills and shit and Xanax, like that when you're taking that kind of stuff, like you don't doing family shit's not the first thing on your fucking mind.
Yeah.
You're just out of it. You're honestly just trying to forget
I
and
have a
not
very,
feel.
very long mental history, and they put me on over 20 different pharmaceuticals in a year and a half, from 19 to about 18 to 20, and I was, I was messed up, dude. I really was. But when I was about to turn 21, my buddy's like, "I got something for you." Put a little bit of acid under my tongue, and the next day, cold turkey, I quit all those pills. I was on 120 Xanax a month. I was on bipolar medicine, depression meds. I was on Ambien every single night to go to sleep to affect my dreaming. And after I took that tab acid, I changed my life. And 3 months after I took that one tab acid, I was published in my first article about weed.
Holy shit.
So it kind of rewired my brain.
Yeah. Well, listen, they say that's like exactly what happens, dude. Like the whole when you have a real positive experience with psychedelics, like I don't know if anybody else in here has had has done psychedelics, but I know I've had my fair share.
Yep.
And if you get like that one good trip, like
Yep.
it can literally rewire
It
your
did.
brain.
I had an epiphany trip, and like 2 weeks before that was my last stay at a mental institution, for kind of being suicidal and just really lost.
Yeah.
And it switched a light in my brain overnight, and you know, here I am now. September, like I said, will be 15 years in cannabis. That's about 15 years since the day I took that LSD from Gathering of the Vibes.
And now you're killing it. You're
Yeah,
killing
brother.
it. Didn't y'all
Every
just put
day.
out you think y'all just did a big event on Valentine's Day, no?
Yeah, man, we just had our interpretation 5-year anniversary. Last year, we threw our first Hexpo, Halloween Cannabis Expo, which actually went on to win the Can Best Cannabis Experience 2023. So now we can
Which is
proudly
crazy.
say
not gonna lie, when I first heard about the Hexpo last year, I remember seeing all the advertising for it. I was like, this is the weirdest fucking event. I was like, Halloween and weed. Now, don't get me wrong. For me, I love Halloween. We were big Halloween in this house. So like Halloween and weed, I was like, this is dope. But like I had never heard of anything like that before.
Yeah. We call it a hybrid event concept, right? I've always been a collector of action figures, of movies, of memorabilia. So we kind of took what Comic-Con is doing and a horror convention and blended it with what a cannabis convention is. So we usually have about 20 dispensaries involved, 30 to 50 artists, and this year will actually be our third year. And we've outgrown the venue that we had, so we're finding a new venue for that now. But,
holy shit, that's awesome.
I love Hexpo. That's like an event that I'm really proud of, and I feel is something unique. When I feel a lot of things can become a regurgitation of what other people are doing, we kind of just try to bring something just a little different to the door. So that you can expect, like at Hexpo, it's like a cannabis expo, but everybody's in costume. There's stilt walkers, there's cosplayers, and at the same time you can smoke a joint and maybe get a job from a local dispensary. You know what I mean?
Listen.
We'll have you out this year. Maybe you can set up some sort of podcast at Hexpo and maybe do some live
in costume.
I think that would be awesome.
I definitely want to do it in costume.
You have to.
have to. You have to. I love this. There's a lot of people talking very positive about the psychedelics.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's a shift happening right now, and in society, I feel across the board. People aren't as scared as they used to be now that a lot more people are coming forward with their positive experiences with macro dosing and micro dosing, or taking a hero dose, which is actually what I had done. But I still macro dose or micro dose once in a great while. I'm only human, and I battle my anxiety, and a little bit of that can go a long way.
I literally just learned about hero doses last week. Last week's show.
I mean, I dove into being a psychonaut like to the fullest extent way before it became popularized.
Right.
And I followed deeply Terrence McKenna's studies and Timothy Leary, and I really wouldn't be who I am if it wasn't for that LSD. And that LSD actually came from this old hippie named Fast Eddie, who was a very famous Grateful Dead head. And if you Google the word hippie, he's the first picture that comes up, and he's like sticking his tongue out.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he's sticking his tongue out, and he's doing like the peace sign. But he's like this legendary OG hippie, and one of my friends used to be close with him, and somehow something he had blessed its way to me, and that's why I always rock tie-dye and kind of speak for that movement, because it holds such a special place in my heart.
That's awesome, yo. That's awesome.
Yeah, bro.
I love that. I love to hear the stories of people succeeding through the help of these things. Yeah, it's fucking awesome. I heard you were I should say, you prefer flower or dabs? What's your go-to?
I'm a dabber, but
you were the connoisseur of the dabs, correct?
Yeah, always, bro. I don't leave the house without my rig.
Okay.
I go.
Listen, I always like at the end of the show, because I can't do them in the middle or at the beginning anymore, because this fucking shit fucks me up too bad.
This is the first joint I've smoked in probably 3 weeks.
Oh my gosh, you barely touched
it. I dab all day.
You were talking now.
I got some Tower 3. They're one of those cultivators in Mass that I was talking about, who are incredible. This is actually some Wi-Fi 43 that I'm smoking on right now from these guys. And I haven't been this inspired and felt this good in a while. Today was a little stressful, going to the DMV and all that bullshit.
Oh, so, there's nothing worse.
Big ups, Tower 3.
Nothing worse than the DMV.
And I'm also fuck with this Ripple, my dude Tyler, true cannabis pioneer, real activist, and one of the best growers I've ever met in my entire life. He's actually from Maine, but he is also a breeder. Blessed to be working with Ken Estes.
That's nice.
Of the Granddaddy Perps. This is like a lime Slurpee with a little bit of gasoline in there. It's got a little bit of that lime Tic Tac. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a gas man.
Me too.
Yeah, every day I'm consuming, brother. I don't eat much edibles though. If I eat edibles, I start talking in alien languages, and things get real weird.
we're pretty much best friends. You just don't know it yet.
Oh
'Cause
yeah,
I also hate edibles. Like I can't. You know what edibles do to me? They just put me to sleep.
yeah.
It's
No,
almost like
I get
not
real
more
weird.
taking.
Once in a while, like, I'll do maybe like a little 50 milligram, but there were times where I had my 500 milligram and 1,000 milligram days where I don't know what I was thinking with that.
Yeah, you were.
I think I was just experimenting and trying to test the capabilities, but I've since seen like, some of those Instagram celebs trying to do like 5,000 milligrams in a day, like insanity.
Yeah.
Cheers, though.
Cheers on that. Wait, but no, wait. You want to do a dab with me?
Oh yeah, let's do a dab,
All right.
baby.
Okay.
Let's do a dab. So I actually
Listen,
have
I just wanted to make sure.
some rainbow sherbet, number 9. This rosin is incredible. As soon as I open the jar, it's like berries and cream.
Oh, Normal Moms Club on Instagram said that the dessert on Valentine's Day was a gift from Gods.
We love to hear that. She's
What
amazing.
was it?
Shout out Mal. The
Yeah,
dessert
Mal's
was
great.
a strawberry tart from our homies Golden Remedy. Big ups those guys. They're always supporting our events and networking with us, and they're local edible purveyors.
Damn, yo, you strawberry tart. Mm.
Oh yeah, interpretation. We've probably done over 50 of them, and we've worked with so many amazing growers. And big ups our homie Juice Man. That's my dude right there. The Juice Man juice is always a big hit too. You know what I mean?
I gotta hit up one of these tasting events. Is what I gotta do.
Bro, come to the one of them. So we just booked, I think July 6th for the Taste of Summer. Last year we grabbed like 200 lobsters and like 60 pounds of crab, and we did like a serious lobster and crab bake. But we had like 30 dispensaries vending and like a smoke friendly venue with the band and shit. It was cool.
What?
You'll have a blast.
Yeah, you gotta send me the info on that.
Hell yeah.
Let's fucking smoke, do these dabs, yo. I'm eating up. I gotta wait for mine to turn green.
I just broke my proxy, so I'm back on the courts right now.
Oh shit, that's not good. All right. Do this shit.
Cheers, brother.
Oh God. Ew. Oh, it's a beautiful day.
I'm pairing with pineapple.
Holy shit! There's still more.
Yeah, that one got me. That one got me good. I don't take big dabs.
Me neither. I will pay for that one though.
Yeah, that one looked milky out of that little ring. Is that a Carta?
That is a. That's a. Oh God! That's a Dr. Dabber Boost Evo.
Yep, Dr. Dabber kills it too.
Yeah, they're a great company. Honestly, you know what I like about this one more than the other ones? Shit. There's one reason is that the other ones all have the front load, right? So it's kind of the smoke has to travel through the plastic or whatever the outside's made of to get to like the glass. Whereas this motherfucker, kind of like the Dab X, it's straight underneath the glass. So there's it's just straight in. And I feel like you get a better flavor with this. Plus, it's got this little lung destroyer button, yo. You hit this some bitch and it's like clearing a fucking bong. So
Yeah,
like,
it's like the party mode. Yeah.
It's like fucking party mode. Yeah.
Party mode. Party on, boys. I love the progression of dabs, man, and crazy to see. It blows my mind now to see where dabs have gone and rosin taking over the market. And
dude, when you said BHO, I laughed because I remember when that was like when dabs were first getting popular. The BHO was it. I
said today I took my first dab in about 2011. Some earwax, it was called.
Ew.
It was like $100 a gram. Super yellow, waxy, like expensive oil, sour diesel, and it was too. It was gas as fuck. but I didn't know. I didn't know what I was had. It was probably made with PVC pipes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, hopefully not.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, back then there were really no other options, and it took. I've been dabbing for about 13 years. Back then, it took a little while for people to catch on and for the 710 culture to form. Then when that formed, people started making glass tubes for people to blast in. Titanium nails were introduced and like the glass caps. Oh, I love it. I'm a weed nerd.
You know what, dude? I have this idea for an
Shoot
event,
it.
right? I don't want to say it on the air though. But
Yeah,
I just
bro.
I've already talked to my director, we'll call her. I already ran this idea by it, and we think it's gonna be a huge hit. And what I got, you maybe just think about it just now.
Hell yeah.
I gotta tell you about the shit, yo.
Let me know, bro. I'll sign that NDA. Let me know if I can be involved with that shit.
I would want you to, yo. We definitely would want to have you involved, yo. But I think it could be a huge annual thing. I had this fucking idea that's gonna blow you away. I feel like.
Oh yeah. I wanted to make sure I shouted this out too. We're about to launch a new event in Rhode Island called RI Weed Wars.
Yo, I heard about that, yo. Tell me more.
So that's actually going to be in partnership with RI Food Fights. They're a food platform on Instagram, and their concept is like all the restaurants compete against each other for the spotlight and the trophy. So in 1 month, he'll have 30 pizzerias competing against each other. You can go on his website. You can buy a passport, and you can get 30 free pizzas for the month. But you have to score and rate every single one of them and choose your favorite.
Where the fuck do I sign up for this?
Yeah, brother. Just wait. You're gonna have to come to Rhode Island when June hits, and I'm gonna treat you, bro. I'm gonna bring you to Federal Hill. I'm bringing you to Little Italy in Providence. We're getting some Italian food. I'm gonna bring you to my favorite restaurants. We're gonna get a few Zeppelis, and we're gonna get a little fish. It'll be a good time.
Oh my gosh.
We'll go visit Mother Earth. We'll stop at a few of the dispensaries, do a tour, and then I'll bring you through to visit RI Food Fights and link you up with these guys.
Yes.
But that's what the concept is. Now we're taking RI Food Fights, and people will be able to go to the Rhode Island dispensary, and they'll be able to purchase a judge's kit and rate their favorite pre-rolls throughout the state with those 56 cultivators. So RI Weed Wars is about to drop. That's one of the new concepts I'm amped for.
Huge.
Right now too. So.
Damn, I was like, where'd he go? Well, listen, where else can people find you coming up? What's your plans for the 2024? What's your goals for this year? What's going on?
So I'm just trying to evolve, and get more involved in multimedia. I just bought the new GoPro, trying to just do my thing and get more interviews out there, get back to my writing, do events and travel, all while making friends and sharing good hash with everybody that I can. And people can find me on Instagram at BobbyNuggz_official. Through there, you can find any project that I'm involved in because I'm constantly promoting everybody and anything throughout the day, every day. And we got some major, major things planned coming for this year. And, just stay tuned. And I'm looking forward to having PZ and 2B Blunt involved in anything I got going on.
Fuck yeah, yo. I would love to be part of whatever you got going on for sure. We got to link up and at least just smoke. When I come through, we're gonna get lit.
Yeah.
Mal says we should definitely do an infused pasta night.
Speaking of my heartstrings with the Italian food,
I would be all up in that bitch.
Oh yeah, well, I need to come to Connecticut for some pizza. That's what I need to do.
But when you come to CT, I'll take you out for pizza, and then we'll go to Providence after that.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it, brother. Thank you again for having me on the show tonight. I had a blast and great conversation with you.
Thank you, brother. Listen, have a good night, and we'll be in touch for sure.
Have a great one. I'll talk to y'all soon.
Peace out. Make sure y'all follow Bobby Nuggz on IG. This is his gimmick right here at BobbyNuggz_official. Because we official as fuck. Shout out Instagram. Y'all are fucking dope tonight. YouTube, Facebook. My gosh, what can I say? Killing it. I love y'all. I wouldn't be able to do this show without y'all. Who would I talk to? So thank you. You already know the deal. We'll be back next week. So, Expo Canada this weekend. That's what it is. Catch me this weekend, Expo Canada. I'll be handing out business cards, making it rain, doing interviews. Me and the squad are going to be there. Troy going to be in the house. And some new people you got to meet. We're going to introduce you to this weekend. Going down Saturday, Sunday, Mohegan Sun Casino. It's a place to be. So I'll see y'all next week or maybe this weekend. Can't I'll see you this weekend. No dabs. No dabs. Trust me. My throat hurts now. I'm about to eat some fucking snacks. I'm fat and I'm hungry. To be blunt, we'll see you next time. Same weed time. Same weed channel. And before I forget, though, shout out the Hot Rod Spotlight Lounge, who's airing To Be Blunt live every Thursday in downtown Middletown at their bar. Go down there, get some food, get some drink, and watch To Be Blunt live every Thursday at the Hot Rod Spotlight Lounge. I'm out. Peace.